Well, I hope everything's working, but yeah, here I am. This is the beginning of the Bandit stream. I think the Bandit stream is a good name for this. Get some hair on my cam. Um, I'm here to hang out. I'm here to talk about whatever with y'all. I'm sure some people will show up eventually. This is a much better time to stream. Not when people are absolutely asleep in the middle of the night. Uh, so there's a few things that I want to talk about today, and hopefully talk with everyone about. A lot of those things are things that I have discovered about myself, and just like I'm always working on my mental health. So a lot of the time I will have certain elements of my life that uh, I've improved upon in my life, and that's just a picture of. I could probably do it like that. So yeah, essentially, ever since I was diagnosed with, I guess schizophrenia back in the day, I decided that I'm gonna start trying to find ways of how to improve my life, finding ways of how to uh not get caught up in diagnosis, not get caught up in um you know feeling like I didn't have any control or power over my life, because I think there's a lot of yeah, there's a lot that comes, there's a lot of baggage that comes along with a lot of different diagnoses, but especially something like schizophrenia, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, something like that. It's a lot of stuff that comes along with it, but I don't know if it's me being naive, but I just think that um, if you got the right attitude, you got the right follow through, then you're capable of doing whatever you want, really, within reason, obviously. But like, you can definitely go pretty far. This time, if people don't show up in like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I'm just gonna keep rambling and going on and on. I think people still like me seeing my face and seeing me talk to the camera. So maybe we'll just treat it like like a recorded video or something, where I'm just off the cuff ranting and raving to the camera. But yeah, that's I have this car. This is a Porsche 718 Cayman, and I like the Cayman. The Cayman variety of this car is is a hardtop, as you can see it. I like the hardtop better. For me, I just feel safer. The other one's a convertible. The Boxster, I'm sure most people are familiar with the Porsche Boxster, but it's the car that when it first came out kind of looked like the same way going forward that it did going backwards. But that's another story. This car, I think, for where I live, it's not too fast, not too slow. It's one of those cars that's like, I mean, it's not a Miata. It's not like super slow, but like it's just enough fun to be like a driver's car to get you through the corners. And that's kind of my aspiration. Hopefully I'll get one of these eventually. But yeah, I want to I guess I'll play some of my music in the background. Um as you can see, that's my downloads folder. I haven't organized it yet, but I've definitely organized my music folder. And as you can see, these are all albums from myself. I've got, and they're all alphabetical order right now, but they're not like in order of coherence or whatever. Maybe I'll do delta waves. Delta waves is cool to have in the background. Delta waves is my it's like this experiment I made for my mom, and it's just like really hopefully soothing ambient music um for my mom's practice at her work. So I think that'd be cool. Have my mom, my family working together with my music would be pretty cool. I've always wanted to get my cousin Tiffany to come and sing on a few tracks. I think she's a much better singer than I am, but I think I want to get my family involved in my music somehow. I don't know if the music is too loud. I'll turn it down. It sounds loud in my headphones. Oh, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. All right. So I don't know if people really are around or if people are at a different stream or something like that. But that shouldn't be like my benchmark for doing these things. I think at the start people aren't necessarily going to show up. And the ones that do, I got to cherish, right? I just got to practice. Practice makes progress, as Lilo would say from Dark Rise of Dark Lilo, if you don't know who that is. So, yeah, I feel like maybe I'll go through some of my artwork that I've done, or maybe not. I don't know. Do do do. Dun 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 dun. It'd be cool if at least one person showed up. It's supposed to be kind of like a question and answer situation, but yeah. So essentially, one of the biggest things I've found out in my life is that uh it may seem selfish, but this is my motivation for moving forward. In my life there have been people who hated me, didn't want to see me do well, and just really had a contempt for me. And I think that it's up to me to prove those people wrong. I was watching this guy. What is his name? Thomas Valor? No, some Trevor Valor. Okay, there's a channel called Trevor Valor. He has some no bullshit kind of advice. Trevor Valor is one word, by the way. And I've been watching this channel quite a bit, and yeah, it's been really freeing. Like I can't believe how much stuff I can find on YouTube that's amazing, but his is just a kernel. It's like uh you know a nugget of gold in a huge sea of a lot of forgettable content. Like he's got straight up really honest advice. So anyways, I learned that my motivation might be proving people wrong, proving the naysayers wrong. Um doing what I can to fight for my own happiness, right? It's like the Beastie Boys. You got to fight for your right to party. Well, that makes a lot of sense. You got to fight for your right to be happy. No one is. People are actively trying to make you feel like crap. So, you know, it's your own self defense to feel happy. I mean, that's what you got to do. If that's what you're chasing after. Trevor Valor was saying that happiness is a fleeting goal, that you never want to be happy all the time, but I mean just in a general sense, like, yeah, viewing yourself with value or whatever. If you view yourself with value, you're probably going to feel pretty good about yourself, right? So I think that's something you have to do out of self-defense. Do 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 do. Yeah, maybe I'll share it out. Um, I don't know how to share it out. I haven't been on StreamYard in quite some time. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe I have to be on here for like 30 minutes to 40 minutes for people to actually trickle in. So if people are watching the replay of this, I'm sorry. There's a lot of like banter and ramblings going on at the start. Um, maybe I might find some people. Who knows? Maybe we'll put a better picture on there other than, you know, just some car, Porsche Bookster. Maybe people will see like my artwork for my new this is my artwork for the new album. Oh, oh, wrong way. There we go. This is my artwork for the new album. It is it's called Coniferous Beats. It's because I live in around temperate rainforest, and I love big trees, big huge honking trees. If there's anyone in chats, don't like feel free to say hello. This is a Q&A, and I'm just waiting until people kind of show up, and they're gone. Sometimes, what is it? There's like the saying that if a man laughs at himself or is able to laugh at himself, then he never runs out of things to laugh at. That's me right now. Uh, let's see. Let's see if I can't get people going on this. Whoa. Okay. I'll try independent menu. I'm I'm streaming, and then Snook. Let's see. Um, I don't know. It's not a good day for streaming. Maybe it's like the election. I don't know what's going on in the States. There's a lot of stuff going on in the States. It's like hurricanes, election, tons of stuff. Do 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 do. Not one person has left a comment yet. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll play some of my beats in the background. Maybe I'll play it from Coniferous Contraption or whatever. Yeah, cool. It's like a listening party for one. Oh, wrong way. The listening party for one. And there you go. Put on. This first song is but like I used some samples by Kubrick Glover, 1972. If you guys know him as Brian, he's awesome. He's been one of my biggest supports lately, and just a really cool guy. I really like him, and just like overflowing positivity when it comes to my tracks. So this is his guitar work. He has like guitar pedals and stuff like that that he he creates like soundscapes and stuff where he's messing around with different settings and stuff. It's really cool. He'll set them to film footage. I think obviously with a name like Kubrick Lovers 1972, Stanley Kubrick, if you don't know, director, old school director, did things like The Shining. Oh, what else did he do? A Space Odyssey, 2001. You know, just some really cool movies from back in the day. Did he do Poltergeist? No, was that James Cameron? I don't know. No, it was Ridley Scott. I'm not sure. Poltergeist just reminds me of that kind of cinematic filmmaking. Maybe I should plan these. I mean, nothing I do is planned, but yeah. Maybe I should have someone up. That's what I'll do. I'll invite someone. Um, do do do. Uh, who am I gonna invite though? Something really big happened outside. Some rumbling. I don't know what happened, but all right. I did a lot of automation and effects in this song. I think it's got a cool edge to it. There's like rain samples. Probably can barely hear it. I don't know. The levels are different because I'm hearing it through the headset, and it's quite loud in the headset, but maybe for the video it's not. I don't know. Doop 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 boop. So yeah, it's pretty much the first song. It's an ambient song. It goes into the first beat, which was a beat I made a couple nights ago, actually. So yeah. All right. Really, I've tried to make songs on stream before, and really what it's turned out as is just kind of a half-assed version of what I usually do. So I might not make beats on the stream. I might save those for just a separate video where I can film everything. But yeah. Maybe I'll post a comment. Please ask me anything. I wonder if Snick's got my message. Oh well. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Oh, Shelly Michelle Morrison. I'm glad someone showed up. I'm very happy to see you here. And I think I can highlight your comment. I'm doing really well. Hopefully, now that someone showed up, more people might want to show up and just hang out with me. If not, I'm going to try to keep this really casual. But I've been feeling like I've got a lot of my mental health stuff under control. I feel like I finally learned how to really value myself and kind of uh, not allow others' criticisms to really affect me. Really, like, so I think things are pretty good. Thanks for asking. um, yeah, it's hard for me to stay motivated when I have mental health struggles that get me back. But if if I was saying earlier in the video, if I have the right attitude towards things, and if I try to uh, have a resourceful mindset, then essentially I should be able to overcome a lot of things. And the best part is at least I could say I tried, right? At least I could say that I didn't sit down and wallow in the struggles that I face or whatever. So yeah, it's just feeling pretty good. How are you? What's your day looking like? I think yeah, and by the way, this is the new beat tape in the background. I don't know if the volumes are, if you can hear me, or if the music is overpowering or something, but I made this over the past few weeks. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I see you in the chats, but I forget which. I have CPST. I understand. Right, I try to see the bright side. Oh, sorry. I keep on. Screen looks good. Yeah, this is my dream car. And it's not even that, like, it's not crazy glamorous car. But yeah. And yeah, I've dealt with schizophrenia or schizoaffective disorder. I don't know. The diagnosis changes ever so often. But I know that if I continue to work at it and have like at least a belief in myself that I can make a good life for myself, then you know the problem I have is with perfectionism, where I think that things that like I should be living at the level where most people find easy, even though I have a lot of challenges just to barely make it up to that level. So it's like I have, it would make me probably a lot happier and healthier as a person to go easier on myself and to treat myself with value, even if it's difficult for me to just even make the bare minimum. I mean, there's certain things in my life where I feel like I'm doing exceedingly well. Like my music is different, and it may be like not entirely the most skillful music. I don't know. I wouldn't know, because it's like one of those things where it's like when you've been doing something for so long, it kind of gets to the point where it gets a bit easy, and you're like, well, anyone can do this. That's why, like, I think that some people, when they get good at drawing or something, like anyone can draw, and they don't realize how long it took them to get to where they were, because it's so gradual. But yeah. Anyhow, I think you've left. But I hope Shelly has a good day. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I got somebody in the stream, and I talked for a bit. Oh, it's saying on my screen that you're not here, but you're here. And you said your worth is immeasurable, and that's a good way of putting it. That's a really good way of putting it. It's something that that is not worth measuring because it's not something that is like a monetary value kind of situation. Let's see if I. So I get confused with the screens. Oh, hey, Brian, awesome. Good to see you. Okay, awesome. I knew it. People are going to start showing up. By the way, Brian, I played your song earlier. It's not, well, it's our song. It was the Deeper Than Down one where I used some of your samples. It made like an ambient track. I always get confused with this screen. Different. I have two screens right now, but usually you've got them set up so you can drag the mouse across one way. Well, it's like the opposite. I have to drag it this way to get over here. See, I can't even do it myself. But today we make tomorrow's good old days. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, you never quite know how good you have it until you're on to something else. How are you feeling, Brian? How are you feeling? I think that I was talking about you earlier. I said that you're one of my biggest supporters. You've been helping me a lot with positivity, and it really does go a long way in my world, because for a long time I have had trouble struggling with my own self-worth and all that stuff. So when I have people that I trust kind of give me good feedback, it means the world to me. So that's awesome. Okay, eating Twizzlers. What kind? Is it like strawberry Twizzlers? Raspberry Twizzlers? Those little rope ones you peel off? So yeah. I've had black licorice before, but I haven't had black Twizzlers. I don't know why. Maybe I have, but like a long time ago. Yeah, Twizzlers are great. That's like, is it because those are like the movie snacks? Because whenever I used to go to movies, that's the only time when I'd basically eat Twizzlers. So, but yeah, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget the things that make me happy in life. Just the smaller joys. Whether it's just like something I haven't had in a long time is Starburst. Those are pretty good. But I don't usually go for candy. If it's anything, well, I mean, if you guys are Americans, I think both of you, if you're Americans, I'm Canadian, but you call them candy bars. And to me, candy is just like the material of like a bonbon or like a Starburst or bubble gum or something like that. But I mean, to each their own, right? I threw away the garbage. I got a couple candy bars, chocolate bars, Milky Ways. I haven't had those before because we don't have Milky Ways up in Canada. We have something fairly similar. It's called a Mars bar. I don't know. You might have that as well, but yeah, I had these Milky Way bars the other day, and I bought them from a store that sells American energy drinks and chocolate bars and stuff. But what is it? It was called the midnight version of the Milky Way bar, a midnight Milky Way, and they were basically like s'mores. I thought that was cool. Yeah. It's just fun sometimes just to have people around and chat about freaking anything. I mean, I think that's kind of a good thing to kind of mention. Is you could literally talk about basically most things with people as long as you got a good vibe. And that's something. A Washburn? Is that it's a guitar or a bass? Because I'm not too familiar with Washburn, but that sounds pretty freaking good. Um, and you're a musician, so you're gonna do a collaboration. That's awesome. I like Heath bars. I'm not sure what a Heath bar is. It's acoustic electric. Okay, that's cool. I wanted to get myself a nylon string, but with the pickup on the side, right? Like, you can plug it in. I think you probably plug it into the bottom of it, but it's like a nylon string guitar, maybe half size, a smaller one, and then it's got the pickup on it as well. That would be cool because I wanted to know what it would be like to put that through maybe some distortion or something. I I don't know. For some reason, I think the idea of putting a nylon string guitar through distortion might not be as good as I might think it is, but maybe it's just about finding the right distortion. Um, but yeah, totally. Something that always happens in my streams is my cat comes by and wants something from me. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen immediately, but you never know. I've got a bass guitar, and I I need to find out how to play it better, or maybe I'm like expecting too much of myself. I think when you play like an analog instrument like that, it's much more likely that it's going to be really off time, unless you're like really good at rhythm and stuff. And I feel bad about myself because I'm not as good as I should be or whatever, which doesn't make any sense because I haven't practiced it very much. But um, I eventually want to get to the point where I'm playing all the instruments. Maybe like, okay, so like, yeah, I actually Brian, my Ableton Push is a looper pedal. It works as a looper pedal, I think. But I think if I got an actual looper pedal, it might be better for live performances. Um, I'm thinking about getting myself a tiny laptop. It's like a notebook laptop, only about that big. I think they're like 11-inch screen, and I want to take that notebook, a Bluetooth speaker, and my DJ controller. I want to bring it to the park or different parks around where I live and just do DJ shows, just impromptu pop-up DJ shows from that's what I was doing there, not just but yeah, I think a cool band, I don't know about the frequencies, but I think like an acoustic or a nylon string guitar, then a bass guitar, then maybe a synthesizer, drum machine. I think that would be good, and then I can sing too. Whoa, it just got dark there for a second. Yeah, I think getting some getting some hardware would be really good. Maybe I can get myself a drum machine and program some drums, and then kind of, or maybe I could just use my Ableton Live Push. I don't know. Eventually, I want to do something like a live setup where I'm messing around and making beats. Oh, what can I do? Never mind. Right. I'm eventually going to try to upgrade my skills or do something different, branch out. I'm always trying different stuff. Like this album that you hear in the background is me trying something different. It's been pretty fun too. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what song this is. I think this is Permafrost. So cool. I think, you know what, today I think I'm gonna stream for like a decent amount of time. I think I'm gonna go for a longer period of time than I've ever gone for before. Like at least an hour or two. Do like a Pete Johns, do like 2 hours. I usually get kind of antsy by the end of an hour, but I'll power through. It's gonna be something that I want to get good at, so. And actually, you know what I'll do? I guess you're going back to work soon. Yeah, I have to leave soon because I'm on my break. Well, I will, I guess I'll see you later. Yeah, I'm hoping more people show up. Different people are going to show up as I keep on keeping on and staying on the stream. But it was good seeing you. And, yeah, talk to you some other time. Maybe I'll turn on another beat tape after this one is finished and just keep rambling. This song is called Dark Silver, and it's kind of inspired by the car that I wanted to get. But I think people come the more you do it, or if you do it in consistent day and time. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what would be a consistent day and time. But I'm not usually consistent with basically anything. That's something I'm trying to change. I think if I have like a few set things that I do per day, and I make sure I do it every day, it kind of has to be one of those things where I'm always doing it. Like with my beat making. When I make beats, I do it basically every day. If not every day, it's every other day. And it's just something I do in my regular routine. So maybe streaming is something that I gotta fit into that. Okay. Awesome. Lovely to see you, Shelly. Have a wonderful day. Same with you, Brian. Yeah, good to see both of you. Swing by in the future. We'll talk about some more stuff. Yeah. So I really wonder what kinds of streams I think I should do, because I think that perfectionism was like really holding me back. If I don't have the perfect idea for a stream, it might as well not start it. Like that was the logic behind it. But I think that essentially it's just about doing it as much as possible until you find a groove, or you find something that is worth doing, or gets more engagement or whatever. And I think that's eventually going to come. So maybe I'll do gaming. Maybe I'll play some Oblivion in a bit here. I think I can set that up. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day, Shelly. third person walked in a second ago. You don't know, maybe 5 minutes, and now someone will walk in. Yeah, eventually. Oh, if they see I've been streaming for like 40 minutes or so, they'll probably be like, "Oh, he's actually going to be doing this for a long time," instead of my usual, my last few streams where I was like streaming for 15 minutes and then I cut it off. I gotta up my staying power. And maybe I'll just be on here for like the rest of the afternoon. Who knows? Yeah, they will see the replay. A lot of the first part of the replay is me rambling because no one showed up. But I think that's just gonna be the way it's gonna be for a bit here. That's okay I'm okay with that. But yeah, what do you think of the design just before you head out on the there's the tree and everything. I try to keep it simple, but it's pretty cool. I like the font. The font seems pretty cool. Yeah, I can't. I have to like. You're right. I have to do it consistently and engage with the audience in order to get like followers that come back. Right? So, but yeah, I don't know. Should be good. Yeah, the color is really good. I think it pops against the purple, and that's supposed to be green, but it kind of came out yellow. But still pretty cool. Oh yeah, I know it's just I didn't. Sorry, I have to answer these one at a time. My brain's going all over the place. I didn't take that picture. I found it on a royalty-free picture website. It's a picture of General Sherman, which is this huge tree back down in Redwood Park, down in California. And then Frank Tirza, when you're about to have a live stream for his Community Pulse, I announced my albums on it. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think the biggest problem was me finding a setup that worked, because I needed 2 screens, and I didn't have a cable that was long enough to go from my computer to the other screen. But I got this extender that I was using for a CRT TV, and I put that into my big 4K TV, and the resolution's awful, but it works. So that's where I'm at right now. Eventually I'll get something better. Yeah, I have to figure out a good time to do a stream. Like, I have to figure out when people are going to actually come over and watch it. Not that mine is going to be totally super uber popular, but oh well. I'll find something out. It's more about connecting with people than really, having any kind of monetary success. Yeah, eBay would be good. I think that's where I'm going to buy my laptop, is off of eBay. It's a refurbished one. I've saved one. Reverb seems pretty cool. When I looked for stuff on Reverb, it seemed a bit expensive, but yeah. I really wish I could actually just use my Merlin for my like stringed instrument, but it's this thing. But it's just a bit too high pitched, and also it's always in D major, a D and A major. Dad. It's tuned in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Reverb is in Canada. Oh, my my mixtape stopped. And then I'll play another one. Maybe dun, dun, dun. Play Stormwatcher. That's another new one. Anyways, gotta go. Talk to you later. Okay, yeah, you too. Have a wonderful day. I'll definitely talk to you sometime soon. Do, do, do. I wonder how I'm gonna do this gaming thing, if I'm gonna do gaming, because I don't know if I could do it on the screen, on the big screen. Maybe I can. I don't know. That kills me not knowing if it's too loud or not. I think my voice is pretty loud with this headset, so it should be fine. And we're back to zero, back to where we were before. But hey, people showed up. And I want to say thank you again to Shelly and Brian, our Kubrick lover, for showing up to the stream. That's really cool. It always makes for a fun time. And yeah. Maybe I'll try to get some more people. Who knows? Bum 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 bum. Doo doo. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Bum bum. Huh. Well, for those that are watching now on the replay, this is me trying to make like a retro kind of house techno song. I don't know too much of a difference between techno or trance or house. It all kind of sounds similar to me. I guess hardcore techno sounds a bit different. It's pretty heavy stuff. I'm part of a community that does acid techno, hardcore techno, that kind of thing. Acid breaks. If anybody knows what these things are, basically it's just dance genres, subgenres. There's so many subgenres in the world. I think it's a good way of describing what someone's sound is, so you can explain it to someone else. And I think that's where it ends. I don't think that certain genres are better than others for the most part. I mean, some genres are pretty specifically bad. Because maybe it's my bias, or maybe it's because they were made to be that way. Like weirdcore on SoundCloud, it's intentionally made to be weird. So I don't know if people find that bad or good or whatever, but my music, I think it's more like it's a mixture of things. I went from doing 70 BPM for a long time, like 70 beats per minute, so it was like slower, to then switching over to 120 BPM, because I think the problem I had with 70 BPM was that it wasn't danceable. My music wasn't danceable. You couldn't get into it, right? It was just an awkward kind of sound. And if I'm gonna go and play music at an event, I want people to get into it. I want them to feel like the groove or whatever, right? And I think that's easily done at 120 BPM. Like this is 120 BPM, this song in the background, so. I wonder if people don't show up on streams because there's less people or something. I don't know. All this stuff boggles my mind. I don't have all the answers. And maybe that's one thing that would be good to talk about, is that it's not that I don't have to have all the answers, or that it's silly to just always try to go for all the answers in life. It's more like it is impossible to have all the answers for basically anything. If you point yourself in a good direction, if you say to yourself, like, I want to find out what's really going on in life, but like mostly based around a specific skill that you develop, then that's probably the best way to go. I think the skill that I want to develop is understanding people, lifting them up emotionally, making them feel valued, in an honest way. Because I don't know if you can like make people feel truly valuable if it comes from a place where it seems like it's just flattery. Because flattery is extremely easy. I was looking at a quote the other day about it. Flattery is something that kind of rolls off the tongue of people who don't care. They just want you to feel they just want you to not question them or whatever. Like you can fit into social situations in ways where you know you're providing real value. And I think you really got to be careful which social situation you end up in, and what kind of uh, persona you bring to the table. Not to be like fake or anything, but sometimes if everyone's wearing a mask at the mask party and you're the only one who showed up without a mask, then you might either one, you might be in the wrong company, and two, I don't think it's probably good to show your vulnerable side. Like people say vulnerability is a strength, which it is, but it can be a weakness if you're around people who are absolutely afraid of showing their vulnerable sides. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like I was talking about this on a on a short that I made the other day. Confidence. I was like kind of thinking about the word confidence, and I think within the word confidence there's a word confide. So I would have confidence in someone or in my message if I were able to confide it with someone I trust, right? So I think confidence is like trust in yourself, and sometimes to have confidence all the time is probably missing the point. That's what I was getting at with the quote, because sometimes you're around people or in situations that you can't trust, and sometimes you can't trust all the knowledge in your head. I think that's where it goes from like confidence to arrogance, is where your amount of confidence actually goes into naivety, maybe like arrogance, kind of like, because it overtakes the amount of actual honest knowledge you have. And I think that's why a lot of people who don't seem very confident, don't have their articulated words together, may seem like maybe dishonest. I don't know, to some, but it's not because it's because they know how little they know. They know how really how little they know about the world, and their mission in life is to be as accurate as possible. But it's like totally a really difficult thing to be accurate if you realize just how many ways you can like influence someone in a negative direction simply by just a tiny bit of misinformation, right? So it's always like, yeah, it's like Devin Townsend says. It's at the base, at the core of your being. It's like it's your intention. It's if you want to go into the world and make it a better place, or if you want to make your world, make yourself a more powerful, more manipulative, or controlling individual. And I think there's many more like directions in life, but that's just what some people are like. Oh well, you know, confidence and arrogance. I think the reason in this position that I'm in right now in this stream, the reason why I may or may not have confidence, or may sound like I have confidence, is because I feel that I haven't pressured myself into expecting anything from this. It's not a high stakes situation, this stream. I've shown up to be able to probably connect with people, hopefully um, talk to people over the internet. Who knows? Find new people, play some of my music. That's my music in the background, if anyone is wondering. And just kind of chill. I'm doing what I usually do, so I might as well get it out there and connect with people. So yeah. But yeah, a little bit about this song. What song is this one? This one is oh, I forget this one. Is this Permafrost? No, this is I forget. Yeah, I'm blanking on the songs. I've been making so many songs lately. This is like, I think I've made at least 70 in the last 30 days, 70 beats. And this is just one of them. So, but yeah, maybe it's good for me to ask myself questions. Well, it's always good to ask yourself questions, I think. Essentially, the one quote that I really loved out of a lot of quotes that I see on the internet is, statements tend to close the mind and questions open the mind. So it's like, the more questions I ask and the better I get at asking questions of myself and the world, I think the more life opens up for myself. Like, even just a question like, what do I want to do today? Today I want to stream. And I have no idea what's going to come from this. If I do it on a regular basis, maybe people will show up. I don't know. It's just reaching out there, testing things. And I don't know. Anyone can feel free to comment, ask me questions, talk to me, anything like that. I mean, I had a few other people in here earlier, some friends of mine, and they have headed out. But yeah, I think the opposite could be true, though. Okay. By the way, hi, Lady Campion. Good to see you. I think the opposite could be true, though. Depends on the statement and the question. Sometimes provocative statements can open up the mind, and sometimes questions put up walls which close the mind. Yeah, it depends on the type of question, too, right? Depends on the intention. Yeah, there's a lot of different parts of it. And even saying questions open in the mind and statements close the mind is a statement. So it's good for you to question that, because it kind of leads into what I'm talking about to a certain degree. But yeah. So how are you doing, Lady Campion? How's your day been going? By the way, we're listening to I don't know if you if this music makes you feel uncomfortable. It's kind of on the darker side, but we could switch it to something more pleasant if you want. Hopefully things are going pretty good for you. I'm wondering if been a busy day so far, but I'm good right now. That's cool. I like the music. Cool. Yeah, this one's the Kraken. It's kind of a pirate themed beat, like from uh parts of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp. But yeah, I think more people are going to show up. More people are going to join into on the chat. Um, if I stream for like 2 to 3 hours, maybe have a break in between or something like that, I think things will be good. Sometimes I wonder. Oh yeah, right. I was talking about this before, and I was going to say sometimes I wonder what it is I'm going to stream about. But then that paralyzes you if you think that you need to stream about the perfect thing or have the perfect setup. I think it's about getting the camera rolling and just going with the flow. Hopefully, I mean, I don't even have to hope for anything. I mean, I'm having a pretty good time. A lot of the time on streams, it may not look like it, but I'm pretty nervous. I get some anxiety about um, how I'm presenting, or if I'm keeping people engaged or whatever. But something I'm just gonna have to deal with, because eventually, I mean, I've seen people on streams who just like basically get up and walk away, or like eat a bowl of cereal or something like that, and their audience still watches, and they're not perturbed by it, because they do it so much. But yeah, the more you do it, the less nervous you'll be. Isn't that the truth? Um. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was telling this story the other day. That as you can see, my album is called Stormwatcher, and there's a few meanings behind that. Um, when my grandmother passed away, her name was Mavis, and she was from the East End of London. And when she was one of the people who raised me most in my life, and she was always looking after me because my mom was a single parent. And when she passed away, we went up to a place called Tofino, which is this beautiful beach, lovely beach town. It's like paradise. And in that town, one of the best things to do that most people can agree on is watching storms. So instead of going up there when it's really sunny and nice, a lot of the time the best time of year to be up there is in the winter, when it's just super raw, natural, aggressive beauty up there. So I don't know why it's amazing like that, but it is. And that's why I called it that. Also, it's my favorite beer. It's like the seasonal beer from Vancouver Island Brewery. So got a few names. I just saw the picture and thought, like, oh, I guess this has a meaning in there too. My favorite movie when I was in elementary school was Twister. Which probably not the best thing to talk about now, because it's like all the hurricanes and all that stuff. But it's just I like being so close to something that dangerous. Never saw Twister. It's pretty amazing for the time. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Like, the sound effects are amazing. The actual visual effects are amazing. It just, yeah. I think, as far as like when I used to be a kid, I used to pretend that I like shoot my dinky cars down the hallway and then pretend I was Godzilla running after them. I don't know if that's like normal, but it's kind of like that. It's like if you're a storm watcher and you're kind of like, or a storm hunter or whatever, and you're chasing a tornado. It's kind of like being behind by this behemoth. Yeah, don't want to jinx yourself. Do, 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 do. Maybe one of these times, now that I bought this headset not that long ago, and it seems to work well with the instrumentals. So perhaps I could do like a karaoke or like a performance. I guess it wouldn't be a karaoke; it'd be a performance of some of my rap songs or maybe some of my singing songs. Uh, I'll find the instrumentals for them and then make like a performance video. Right now, I think I think I've had too much caffeine and my throat's a bit constricted right now. But I've kind of tried to do that before in the past. I had this funky idea where I'd rap maybe like a few lyrics and then I'd play something on my keyboard here. As you can see, I've got the Ableton push there. I want to be able to get like a second camera or something like that. Maybe I can use my phone. But yeah, soon I'm gonna get myself like a little notebook laptop. Maybe that'll be like my third streaming camera. It comes with a little webcam on top. I'll just put it like over here, and it's gonna be a funky setup, I think. So. So, what are your plans for the day, Lady Campion? It seems like I think you could do this. I think you could do this thing where you're interacting with the chat. I don't know that you already have been starting to do that, but I think it's very much possible. Basically figuring out what I'm gonna sing in a few hours. That's the plan. Okay. Do you ever redo song? Like, I mean, I think I heard that you redo songs sometimes or whatever. Maybe. Oh, there's a good idea. Maybe you can go and ask people to vote for their favorite song that they want you to play, and do that on your community tab or whatever. To have like a poll. Asking general vibe of the music that people might want to hear you sing or something like that. It's always good, I think, to reach out to people. That might work. Just offering this suggestion or whatever. You don't have to take it. But yeah. It's very interesting. I had a thought in my head. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm just happy I get paid in not that long. I think that with this microphone, I could probably do karaoke. So maybe, like, if you know certain channels that do karaoke, I'm sure you're well acquainted with other channels that do that kind of thing. At least I think you are. Maybe I'll talk to you more about that. But I could totally do karaoke. Not that I'm the best singer, but I think it's fun. And this setup, for the longest time, I didn't really have a good setup. This microphone that I was using just that I don't know, for whatever reason, whenever I try to set it up, the quality would just go right down the toilet. With this one, I think the microphone is so hot that I'd have to like bring up the microphone or something like that, like there, so I could actually sing properly. But yeah. I think it's the last. Yeah, it is the last song on Storm Watcher. Do, 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 do. Um, I'm not sure if I know how I can actually get to my stream and share it. I don't know how to share it from here. So if you wouldn't mind sharing my stream maybe to your Discord if you're still here, that would be cool. Um, so far it's been pretty quiet. Brian was here earlier, Kubrick Lover, and Shelly, I believe her name is. She was cool. She's a really nice person, but not too many people so far. Um, I can't keep up this amount of typing, I'm afraid, but yeah, I can do that. Okay. Are you against coming up here and just chatting for a bit, like on stream, or would you rather just because that might be easier for you? And if anything happens, if anything goes like south or whatever, I can just take down the stream. You know what I mean? I want you to feel comfortable and safe. I think that would be cool. We usually have pretty good conversations. Maybe mm, oh, okay. Sorry, I sent the link before I read your comment. All right. Well, I'm really happy that you showed up. I'm really happy that you decided to join this stream. Yeah. So if you need to go and kind of collect your thoughts and kind of collect yourself for the stream, by all means. Uh, yeah. So that was Stormwatcher. I think I've listened so far. I've listened to my new one and then this one. Oh, one sec. Oh, I guess you shared it onto the Discord. That's why I got the Discord notification. Um, yeah. I'm trying to work out this mouse. There we go. Um, do. Now I'm gonna play another mix. It'll be Unleash Your Ambient. There we go. That's a good one. There we go. And screen is glitching, but that is an effect on the video, not the actual screen. um so yeah, I always wonder maybe it's this headset doesn't have enough bass, or like it's not a good setup for mixing and mastering audio, which I really don't think it is. They're not bad. Like they're pretty good, but um for whatever reason, whenever I try to do a song on a live stream, it ends up turning out like a turd. And that usually doesn't happen when I'm making music. Usually I can actually make something work, but um for whatever reason, kind of messes up on stream. Actually, yeah, but I'm gonna try it again. You know, keep on trying, keep on practicing. Okay, so I will. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. Do I don't know. People like that view more so than the my face. I'm gonna show you how I play my instrument. And hopefully that's entertaining. Ableton is starting up. Whoa, one sec. And I will pull this over to the main screen. So, oh, geez, wrong screen. Stop screen. Present. I'm thinking out loud. Bump, boom. There's screen audio. And that's Ableton. That's what Ableton looks like, by the way. I can't see it as well as you can because I'm looking at it through very poor resolution. But oh no, sorry, I've got it backwards. I'm looking at StreamYard through poor resolution, and I'm looking at Ableton through decent resolution. I'm definitely working on that. But let's see if this works. Okay, let me know if let's see. See, it lights up. I mean, it's very sunny in here, so it's a bit difficult to see how it lights up, but I've got a MIDI controller. I'm setting it. I'll just set it to something oh, something normal like a keyboard, and then I'll just like mess around with it just to get comfortable. I like old school electronic piano. Old school has a good sound to it. It's like it's got kind of a crunch to it if you can hear that. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I don't know if you're still here. That's just me messing about. But yeah, I really like adding delay. I'm a bit of a um I add quite a bit of delay usually. I used to whenever I used to make music a long time ago, I would like soak it in a lot of delay. I like in Ableton how it doesn't only have just like regular delay. It has ambient delay, clean delay, modulated delay, and vintage delay. But let's try something cool with I like this one's called groove delay. And I can turn up or down the wetness on it. I think that's a bit too wet. It's the default is 90% wetness. Now it's down at like 48. See how that's pretty cool. Man, this thing's really fun to play around with. Yeah, see, I mean, I can still talk to you as I'm playing this. Try a different sound, maybe not old school Rhodes, but oh, let's try this. Okay. Old school Rhodes. Let's try Rhodes-ish. A bit louder of a sound. One of the hard things I found is that, it's actually with this setup, it's a lot easier to noodle on it, but it still sounds good because it's all in a certain, like, it's in C major. So from here's a blue note, here's another blue note, and from here, oh, let's see, it's one octave up here, right? Do my la sa fe ti do da do do do, as they would teach in music school. Um, and that just goes up. Obviously, that's a bit different, but there's tons of effects on Ableton too. You can make it sound like whatever. Let's try something weird. Let's try a weird effect on here. Add effect. Oh, browse. Add effect. I'm gonna try something like. Sometimes they say something that doesn't really describe the sound. I guess this kind of describes it. It's called erosion, and that's an effect. I'm gonna do the noisy preset, and it does exactly, I guess, what it says. It adds a bit of noise to it, which makes it a bit louder. I like this stuff. Sine 3.2 max. It's almost like a bit crushing sound. Kind of interesting. It's fun to mess around with. Sometimes it almost feels like cheating. But okay. All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. I'll probably just mess around and talk to some other people soon. My cat's here. I might have to leave. But um um yeah. Huh. Here's my cat. Meow. Meow. Say it into the microphone. Okay, there we go. Anybody? Meow. My cat is here. And it might be the end of the stream. I've been going for this is record time. I usually don't go for this long. Um, so yeah, I might have to take a break here for a second. Oh no, my cat's lying down. What? There we go. I'll turn that off. I'm gonna exit out of Ableton because my cat will definitely not allow me to play the piano without trying to scratch me. She's even trying to do it now. Meow. Um. Do 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 do. Stop screen. Oh, there we go. Indy's here. Awesome. It's good to see you, Indy. Uh, Here I am, and I don't know if you can see that's my cat. She's here now. Oh, ah. She's a tortoiseshell. I love my cat. And this year in November, she turns 15. Her name is Petra, and she is a beautiful, beautiful soul. I got her when she was 13, and yeah, I didn't really care that she was older. To me, that just meant that she was going to be less energy and it wasn't going to jump up on everything and swipe everything down onto the ground. So, and she's really sweet. So, um, yeah. So now that I've got it shared out to indies, maybe more people will show up. Uh, I was listening earlier to some of my older stuff. Do. Some of my new stuff as well. Entire screen. Screen 2. There we go. Okay, back in action. That's my cat rubbing against the microphone. Meow. I don't know if you can hear like grumbling. I went over to a neighbor's house and I haven't been around like people have like those little small birds as pets or whatever, like lovebirds or budgies or whatever. I think she had a budgie or no, it was a lovebird. And I didn't know those things are hilarious. When they're up close, it was like hopping around on my shoulders. It's making this like grunting sound. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. I respect birds a lot more after that day. I think they could probably be pretty good pets. But yeah, what am I gonna do? I am going to share. I'm gonna play music in the background so that people don't get bored. Boom. There we go. Okay. Maybe I should have it like that. Oh, nope. Now she's gonna try to bite me, I think. uh. Whatever. I don't need this. I don't need to share my screen. Do. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's lovely. Well, that's allowed. I think. Did I turn it down? I did turn it down. Okay. Okay. So people can definitely ask me questions. I don't know if there's any questions anyone really wants to ask me, but eh. kind of a place today where we can hang out and just chill and chat about anything music. Uh, I think that certain people make music a lot different than I do. Um, but that the concepts and everything still kind of they still connect and everything like that. I think um that even just talking about anything really regarding music is something fun for me to do. Um yeah, I haven't got a lot of engagement other than a few of my friends on here that have came in, but yeah, if anyone wants to ask me a question, like anything basic, like what kind of music do you make, or how do you make your music, or are you a musician, or whatever. Um, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I have to do this consistently enough for a certain amount of time until essentially people show interest, and I have to show interest in people too. But it's impossible when people don't comment. So if anyone sees this during the next stream, if I do it tomorrow or maybe later on today, it would be cool if I could get some engagement, some kind of comments or questions or whatever. That would be cool. You don't have to, but definitely makes this a lot more entertaining if I can talk to people and engage with them. But I think maybe a lot of people are just like at work or whatever. There's been a lot of people coming off their lunch shifts or their lunch breaks or whatever, going on to their lunch breaks and talking with the limited amount of time that they have. Um, of course, I have rejection sensitive dysphoria, and what that means is that I guess like what it used to be is when people would say like you have trust issues, or like you think that people will eventually reject you or like move away from you. So a lot of the time, because I've dealt with a lot of rejection in my life, I anticipate that because like for instance this, which is like this is a good example and a good opportunity for me to get better mentally, is if there aren't if there aren't really any people in the stream of like people that I'm talking to, it doesn't mean that people hate me, right? That's what my mind wants to come up with. It's what my mind wants to say, but um, it's it's just my mind doing that because of the RSD. But um, if I do this consistently and I think of ways to kind of keep people engaged, I think that I could definitely do this on a regular basis. So I don't know. My cat is chilling. Ask me any questions that you want. Like, who are you? And yeah. We're just listening to a collection of ambient songs in the background. And they are ones that I have made myself. Fairly recent. One thing that's difficult to do is to sit here in front of a screen without anyone to engage with, but also knowing that in the future people are going to watch the replay and be like, oh my god, he's coming undone, like the Corn song. Um, I certain things they don't come naturally to me, like having a schedule or doing something consistently on any set day. For me, every day is different. Every day is completely different, and I think the number one thing I can do for my health right now is just to have a sleep schedule that doesn't have me staying up all night. Um, I've tried living as the midnight bandit for a long time, quite literally, staying up all night until the wee hours and then going to sleep during the daytime, but that just messes with my ADHD. Um, so it's like I waking up early in the morning, getting my medication, all that stuff, and I think it's good. Um, yeah, maybe I'll just have a fun thing to look at. Um, maybe I shouldn't engage until someone engages back or something. I'll just wait here silently until someone gets so bored they actually say, "Just speak, damn it," or something. I don't know. Probably unlikely. Do, 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 do. I think I'm gonna go back to Ableton. That was fun. I believe that song was called "Winter Approaches" by myself and no one else. Oh, dun, 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 dun. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna share my screen. Stop screen. And I don't really need to show you guys the DAW or what's going on because it doesn't really represent what I'm actually doing. I'm just going to show you a bit of myself and a bit of this freaking Ableton push thing. Um, and yeah, it does actually light up quite nicely with the blues and the whites. So I'm gonna pick an instrument. Actually, I'm gonna do a drum rack. I'm gonna make a drum beat. Um, some cheesy drums, or maybe I think I want to do a drum beat using one of my plugins. I've got this sampler called Labs. If you don't know what Labs is, it's free. It's really easy on your computer. It's not taxing, so you can have like um you don't have to have the beefiest computer to use it. So you can hear it's pretty high quality samples. I'm looking for a specific one. No, I don't think it's. You have to go up an octave. Nope, can't find it. Anyways, I'm gonna make a beat out of this. First, I'm gonna start with just your regular snare, and bass drum, kick drum. Try to do something original. Yeah, how about that? Okay. Okay, so that's a good 8 bars worth of drums. It's kind of interesting pattern. I'm just duplicating it right now and then merging the two clips together with consolidate, and then I am quantizing it, which means basically putting it on time. Now it sounds like this. Maybe I should do it at 1/8. Okay. Now I think I should try it again. I should do another swing at it. No, it's being weird. I gotta. Usually I just jump into things. Like I will straight up just. No, that's terrible. Okay. Yeah, I just no plan. Oh no, I didn't record. Okay, I'll try that again. Okay, I don't know if that worked, but we'll definitely quantize that to 1/16. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Bam. Down. Oh, maybe I should show you the screen just to see what I'm doing. Um, present, share screen. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that because you probably couldn't hear it either. Ah, what am I doing? Okay. This is what I got so far. Okay, so duplicate. Consolidate. Then we're going to add something else onto it. Okay. And this time we are going to use percussion. We're going to use 1975 drum kit and see what that has. I guess that's it. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. This might not be the best kit for it, but no, I'm gonna try that again. I'm definitely not the best at this. Dun, 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 19. Bam. Actually, no, that sounds bad. I get so self-conscious on this. Now my cat wants to attack my hand. I don't think this percussion was better. 'Cause it's actually got some closed hi-hats where the 75 kit doesn't. Okay. You can barely hear it. It's like rides and stuff. Okay, here we go. I'll put a shaker in there. Okay, maybe that works. And put it at this. Okay. Duplicate. Let's see how this sounds. And I don't know why, but I'm not really feeling it. Let's try this again. It's just something about streaming. I don't know why. I just feel like, oh. Let's try this. Okay, 16 configure. Actually, I'll try 8. Hmm. I like these bongos. It's just like random hits. But then if I take it and consolidate, then if I go 1/16, I think you add some swing to this whole thing. It doesn't sound too bad. I think I'm gonna have to give the snare and kick some saturation or compression. I'll do brick wall. See how that works. Maybe I'll give the hi-hats or the cymbals some saturation. Just slight. A bit warmer. Let's try that one. All right. Well, I made a drum loop. Let's see. I'm going to wait, file. I'll save this live set as dreaming here beat, and then I'm just gonna export. I've separated them all. Let's see. There we go. That's it. Exporting file. Seems like I've had two people for the last like forever. I don't know if that's a glitch on StreamYard or whatever it is, but yeah, there you go. That's that part done, I guess. Stop screen. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I've had some people show up, some people were talking, some people engaged, other people did not. That's okay. Almost at 2 hours now. Probably going to call it quits there. But yeah, maybe I'll try this sometime later. I thought that 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock was was when most of my viewers would watch, but maybe today was just a slow day, and that's okay. I will. I'll try again some like later, and I think I'm gonna do this every day. So if I don't have people now, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Actually, that's about good enough. I'm done.